Our next witness is Leonard Steinberg, principal of Steinberg Enterprises, LLC in West Windsor, New Jersey. He's a federally licensed enroll agent and certified management consultant. His tax practice specializes in comprehensive tax services for small businesses, including tax preparation, planning, and problem solving. So welcome, Mr. Steinberg. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you very much. Chairman Graves, Ranking Member Velazquez, and members of the House Committee on Small Business. Thank you for the invitation to participate in today's hearing to examine the significant impact our tax system is having and will have on small businesses and individuals with regard to the Affordable Care Act, the expiration of the Bush administration tax cuts, the complexity in the tax system, and the issues affecting compliance. As a practitioner, I am responsible for the consequences of all the laws that Congress passes in helping my clients fulfill their obligations in filing their taxes. I am a member of the New Jersey IRS Practitioner Liaison Committee, representing over 200 enrolled agents in the state and all of our respective clients. Since 2005, I have also represented the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Council as a member of the Small Business Advisory Committee to the Financial Accounting and Standards Board, also known as FASB. And from 2001 through 2004, I was a member of the Taxpayer Advocacy Panel and chair of the Small Business Self-Employed Payroll Tax Committee. The issues of complexity have been outlined in my written testimony, and due to the time factor, a lot of this will now be part of the written record. But the tax complexity deals with many, many issues, some of which I outlined regarding depreciation, Section 179, which allows a write-off of approximately $500,000 in expenses. And here again, if it is due to be repealed and go back to a much lower rate, which in effect becomes an automatic tax increase. I am also a member of the FASB Small Business Advisory Committee, and we have the issue of the International Financial Reporting System that is currently being considered. Under the IFRS structure, small businesses would not be allowed to use the last-in, first-out method of inventory valuation. The only method that is available under IFRS is FIFO, first-in, first-out. That, too, would be an automatic huge tax increase because of the reserves that would be automatically taxable during the first year. The complexity of the tax law also affects employers at the state level. And while this committee is involved with federal issues only, many, if not most states, follow the federal rules and regulations, which all add to the cost of doing business. Many business clients have stated that the tax code is so complex and cumbersome and filled with so-called loopholes or special circumstances which make it inherently unfair. Business people sign the returns stating they are correct, but they really don't know what they're signing. Many have no idea what the accountants are actually doing, but pay them and the lawyers plenty of money to properly comply and find ways to reduce the tax burden. It seems that those with more money or more political influence can get more tax breaks. As an example, in 2010, Congress made 579 changes to the tax code, which now numbers 3.8 million words, and it's been written up in the press that it's now 4 times the length of William Shakespeare's works. Nina Olson, the National Taxpayer Advocate, has testified before Congress and written in her annual report that the tax code has gotten too complex for reasonable people and even trained professionals to understand, including members of the IRS. The tax courts have ruled that IRS publications are not authoritative sources. In our representation work, we must use IRS revenue rulings, procedures, tax law, and other cases to boost our representation for our clients. This uncertainty and all of the other complexity takes money out of the workers' pockets, reduces job creation, and will lead to a decline in the overall economy since there will be fewer dollars available for disposable income and less risk-taking overall. I would like to conclude by saying that every large business started as a small business. It is the dream of every small business owner to become the next large business. When money is taken out of the economy, it also affects charitable giving. Many small businesses support local causes which are adversely affected by any decrease in the financial support that they would receive. And let the example of the Reagan-era tax overhaul be a guide for future discussions. When the tax code was simplified in 1986, I apologize, the result was the longest continuous period of economic boom in this country's history, and more jobs were created than at any other time. The members of this important committee have the influence in their respective congressional districts, their state delegations, and with fellow congressional members to significantly impact and reignite the most successful economic engine in the free world, that is, the U.S. small business community. I respectfully request that you make the necessary changes for the future economic growth of our great nation and as part of your public service legacy. Thank you.